We haven't hit top gear yet. 5 words from my goalkeeper that should terrify every championship club. Because if this is Wrexham's this warming up, what happens when we actually get going? All right, Wrexham fans, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button right now. We're covering the Red Dragons like nobody else, and after what you're about to hear, you're going to want to follow every twist and turn of this incredible season. 3 absolutely crucial stories today. First up, how Wrexham AFC is celebrating our historic triple promotion with the fans who lived through it all. Second, we've got some brilliant foundation news that shows this club's impact goes way beyond the pitch. And third, the main story, Arthur Okonkwo has just sent a warning to the entire championship that's got me absolutely buzzing. Trust me, you need to stick around for that last one. It's massive. Let's go. Right, story number 1 is all about celebrating what we've achieved and doing it in proper style. Wrexham AFC has just announced a partnership with Tiao Pob, which, for those who don't know, is this brilliant multi-award-winning arts, markets and community hub right here in town. And what they're doing is absolutely class. They're putting on a month-long photography exhibition showcasing our back-to-back-to-back promotions. But here's the beautiful bit. It's all through the fans' lens. These aren't professional photos from Getty Images or Sky Sports. These are pictures taken by supporters like you and me, capturing those unforgettable moments as we climbed from the National League all the way to the Championship. Think about what we witnessed over the past 3 years. The National League title, that incredible day at Stockport when we went up to League 2, the dramatic finale at MK Dons that sealed League 1 promotion, the Hollywood Owners, the Netflix series, Paul Mullen's goals, the racecourse absolutely rocking every single week. And now, all of that is going to be displayed on the walls and screens at Tiao Pob for an entire month, telling our story through the eyes of the people who matter most, the supporters. But it's not just about the football. The exhibition will also feature the Foundation's 2024-25 Impact Report, showing all the incredible work they've been doing locally and globally. There'll be interactive elements where you can watch case studies of local people whose lives have been changed by the Foundation's programs. Jamie Edwards, who's the Community Director and Chair of Trustees at Wrexham AFC Foundation, said, "It's a brilliant chance for fans to relive some unforgettable moments from the club's most recent success and to discover how our impact is growing across Wrexham and beyond." This is the first time the Foundation has done anything like this, and throughout the month there'll be high-profile guests visiting to see both the fan photography and the Foundation's impact. I absolutely love this initiative because it shows what makes Wrexham special. Yeah, we've got Hollywood Owners and a Netflix series, but at the heart of it all is the community. The supporters who've been there through the dark days and the glory nights, the people who make this club what it is. If you're local, get yourself down to Tiao Pob when it opens. And if you submitted photos, how amazing is it going to be to see your images displayed as part of Wrexham's history? But that's not the only feel-good story coming out of the racecourse. Story number 2 takes us back a bit, but it's one of those bittersweet tales that really hits you in the fields. Stephen Fletcher, remember him? The Scottish striker who was absolutely brilliant for us in League 1 last season. 8 goals in 40 appearances, most of them coming off the bench, helping us secure automatic promotion to the Championship at 38 years old. Proper veteran, Premier League pedigree with Burnley, Wolves and Sunderland, and a genuinely top bloke. Well, Phil Parkinson released him at the end of last season, and Fletcher's just opened up about it on Ben Foster and Ben Tozer's podcast, That Wrexham Podcast. And mate, the honesty in this interview is refreshing but also quite emotional. Fletcher admitted he thought he'd earned another contract. He said, "I thought I would have stayed after the season I'd had personally. I thought I'd done well, and I thought I still had enough to offer the team and the club. It hurt me to start with." But here's the thing. Fletcher's not bitter. He's come to terms with it. He explained that Parkinson had 27 pros still under contract when the club could only register 25. And with 15 new signings coming in during the summer for a combined £33 million, including Kiefer Moore, someone had to go. And as Fletcher put it, I thought if anyone's going to go, it'll be the old boy that gets pushed out first. The emotional bit? When Fletcher found out, he called his agent, who thought he was joking. Then he called his family, who also thought he was winding them up, because apparently he's known for that. But it was real. He was released. And get this, Fletcher's retired now. He had plenty of offers from clubs in England and Scotland, but he said he never felt that buzz, that excitement when the phone calls came in. So he knew it was time to hang up the boots. But here's what got me. Fletcher said his time at Wrexham was the best period of his entire career. Better than the Premier League, better than playing in cup finals, better than everything. He said, I've played in the Premier League, I've played in cup finals, and I've played in France, and nothing compares. From day one when I came in, I was like, this place is brilliant. That's what this club does to people, isn't it? Hollywood glamour meets proper Welsh community spirit, and it creates something magical that even seasoned professionals who've played at the highest level can't stop raving about. Fair play to Fletcher for being so honest and classy about it all, and fair play to Parkinson for making the tough decisions needed to build a championship squad. Moore's been brilliant for us with 9 goals already, so you can see the logic. Now, those were important stories about our past and our community, but what I'm about to tell you next is about our future, and it's absolutely enormous.
Right, here we go. The story that should have every championship club sitting up and taking notice. Arthur Okonkwo, our 23-year-old goalkeeper who we signed from Arsenal in the summer, has just come out and said something that's got me absolutely buzzing. After our 0-0 draw away at Portsmouth, extending our unbeaten run to 4 matches, Okonkwo said, we definitely belong at this level, and I do believe we have another step. We just need to show it, but that takes time. Another step. Let that sink in for a second. We're currently 14th in the championship. We've climbed from the National League to the second tier in just 3 seasons. We've gone 4 matches unbeaten. We've conceded just 2 goals in our last 4 games, and our goalkeeper is saying we haven't even reached our potential yet. This is massive, folks, because if you've been watching Wrexham this season, and I know you have, you can see we're not just surviving at this level. We're competing, we're growing, we're improving with every match. Let me break down exactly why Okonkwo's comments are so significant. First, the context. We're 14th in the table with a game against Charlton Athletic coming up this Saturday at the racecourse. That's mid-table security, after a shaky start to the season where we were conceding goals and looking a bit vulnerable defensively. But something's changed. The defence has tightened up massively. Okonkwo's been brilliant between the sticks, and we're starting to look like we belong at this level, not like we're just happy to be here. Okonkwo described the squad as a work in progress, but one capable of reaching new heights. He said, we have a new team. We're all adapting. I think our performances are getting better. People can see that, so we just have to keep going. And he's absolutely spot on. Think about our summer transfer window. We brought in 13 new players for around £33 million. That's a complete overhaul. You've got Kiefer Moore leading the line, Ben Sheaf in midfield, Okonkwo himself in goal. All these players trying to gel together, trying to adapt to Phil Parkinson's system, trying to compete in a division that's brutally competitive. And we're only just getting started. Here's what nobody's talking about yet. The championship is absolutely ruthless. You've got clubs with parachute payments from the Premier League. You've got historically massive clubs like Leeds, Sheffield United, Middlesbrough. You've got teams spending tens of millions trying to get promoted. And then you've got us, little old Wrexham from North Wales, owned by 2 Hollywood actors, 3 years ago playing in the 5th tier of English football. And we're not just surviving, we're thriving. We're 14th, which is a perfectly respectable mid-table position. But Okonkwo is saying we haven't hit our stride yet. We haven't shown what we're truly capable of. That should terrify the rest of the league. Because if this is Wrexham still adapting, still learning, still finding our feet, what happens when we actually click? What happens when all these new signings gel properly? What happens when Parkinson's tactics are fully embedded and everyone knows their roles inside out? Now let me tell you about that Portsmouth performance because it perfectly illustrates where we are right now and where we're going. Portsmouth dominated for large spells. They created several chances. They pressed us all over the pitch. On another day, we probably lose that match. But we didn't. We held firm. Okonkwo made brilliant saves. The defence stayed disciplined and organised. And we came away with a clean sheet and a valuable point on the road. Okonkwo admitted afterwards, we wanted to come here and win, so it's always a bit disappointing when you don't. But with the way the game went and how they pressed us, I think 0-0 is a fair result. We can be pleased with the way we defended, and in the end, I'm happy with the result. That's the mentality of a team that's learning how to compete at this level. Not getting ahead of ourselves, not being naive, understanding when to dig in, when to defend, when to take the point and move on. But here's the crucial bit. Only 2 goals conceded in 4 matches. That's championship promotion form, that is. You don't get out of this division by outscoring everyone. You get out by having a rock-solid defence that gives you a platform to build on. And with Okonkwo performing the way he is, we've got one of the best young goalkeepers in the division. The lad won PFA League One Player of the Month back in March when we were still in the 3rd tier. He's quality, and he's only 23 years old, so he's going to get even better. Now here's my hot take, and this is where it gets really interesting. Okonkwo saying we have another step isn't just confidence. It's based on what he's seeing in training every day. He's seeing how the squad is improving. He's seeing how the new signings are settling in. He's seeing Parkinson's tactics starting to really shape up. And if a player who's been at Arsenal, who trains with top professionals every day, who understands what elite football looks like, if he's saying we haven't reached our ceiling yet, then we need to take that seriously. What does this mean for the rest of the season? Well, let's be realistic. We're not going to challenge for automatic promotion this year. That's a step too far. But playoffs? Why not aim for mid-table security with an eye on maybe sneaking into the top half? Remember, we're only 14th now, but we're 4 matches unbeaten and playing our best football of the season. If we can maintain this defensive solidity while Kiefer Moore keeps banging in goals up front, there's no reason we can't climb higher up that table. Charlton Athletic are coming to the racecourse on Saturday, and Okonkwo is already looking forward to it. He said, Charlton are doing really well this season. Everyone can see that, and we're all looking forward to it. That's not fear. That's excitement. That's a team that believes they can beat anyone on their day. And here's the beautiful thing about where we are right now. 3 years ago, we were in the National League wondering if we'd ever get back to the Football League. Now we're in the Championship, competing with clubs that have Premier League ambitions, and our goalkeeper is telling everyone we haven't even hit our top gear yet. Reynolds and Rob McElhenney have invested heavily in this project. Phil Parkinson has built a squad capable of competing at this level. The supporters have been absolutely magnificent, creating an atmosphere at the racecourse that intimidates opposition teams. And if Arthur Okonkwo is right, if we genuinely do have another step in us, then the rest of the championship better watch out. Because Hollywood FC isn't just here for the story on the documentary. We're here to compete, to win, to keep climbing.